Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I am so happy you're here. I'm so excited. We are almost to 700. If you haven't yet and you watch my videos all the time, please hit that subscribe button with that little bell. That would just be amazing. I would love to get to 700. We're only 7 away by the end of the week. And then, of course, we're shooting for 1,000 by December 31st. And it's very possible. I know a lot of you watch that you're not subscribed. Please hit that subscribe button and click that little bell. It would just, you have no idea. So thank you for being here, everybody, today. If you've been a subscriber for a while, you know you're very special as well. So today we are talking about ideas, how to put an inspiration journal together. But I'm also going to give you ideas to find inspiration. And it's not probably going to be typical ideas that you hear in other videos. So let's just jump in and get started. Now this is the journal that I kind of, show the examples. I demo things for journals a lot in. And it's come to be an inspiration journal of sorts. So I thought this is what I would share as one way you could do an inspiration journal. And the reason I'm saying that is because I've put different types of things in this journal. We'll get to some. This is where I show doing letters as a page border. Then this is fabric scraps. Again, an example of a page border. This one is just a way you could use ribbon or fabric in a journal, on a journal page. It's strips instead of a solid piece. Just sewing on the side. Waterfall out of game cards. Making a long belly band right there, or it could be a page decoration. Using a flashcard as a big tab. Then here is our corners or our corner text, corner page decoration with our little tickets. Doing a corner tuck but in the opposite corners. This is our kind of our corset belt belly band. And you could do it long ways or short ways. Long ways or horizontal. Sorry. Again, just different types of belly bands. This is just a way for a center. It's a corset center. Using stickers as page decor. Very simple. Using sewing patterns as pockets. Using fabric and ribbons and stuff to make little tabs. Making a layout on your page. Your photo would go here, your writing's here, and then you have your scrapbook set up on your page. This is a fold-out tuck spot. All of these you've seen before, but this is an example of an inspiration journal. And it's very simple. It's a regular journal that you just add anything you consider inspiration into. And you want, though, when you create your inspiration journals, to use the item, the ephemera, whatever it is, how it is inspiring you. Like if you're seeing a corset centered, tied up, then make it like in this one. Or if you're seeing some type of really cool like side pocket, but it's also a tab, then make it. Don't just write it down. Visual helps a lot. So if you are somebody that gets ideas from reading, write it down, but also do it. I promise you, your now self will think, your future self will think your now self later. Your future self will think your present self later when they go back to recreate the idea. So when you're creating your inspiration journal, it really depends on what's inspiring you. And I think that's where the true creative aspect of an inspiration journal comes from. It's not the journal that houses the inspiration, it's the inspiration. It's what created that inspiration. So I'm going to give you some other ways that I store my inspirations and what some things are that inspire me, because they're not typical, and maybe they'll inspire you too. And some of the things that inspire me are all the things I get in trades from other people I love, or that I've created over the years and haven't used yet. You know, different types of tags. I've gotten really cool envelopes that have been... All of these things I keep in a box. So things like tags, envelopes, journaling cards, altered playing cards, altered tickets, anything like that, I keep in this plastic shoebox, really is what it is. That's a great way to keep these, because I don't want to stick them in a pocket in an inspiration journal somewhere and forget about them, because I would lose them. They'd fall down in the pocket. I wouldn't see them. Maybe I don't want to go through the journal every time, but I have the box with this stuff just in front of me, and I automatically see it all the time. So if you get a lot of swaps, trades, or somebody sends you a lot of happy mail, and that inspires you, you might want to keep it more in the line of sight than putting it in an inspiration journal and hiding it away. Other things that inspire me, we'll start simple. We'll start with things that could actually make up the pages of an inspiration journal. And the reason normal paper doesn't inspire me, but handmade papers inspire me. I love vintage patterns. They inspire me by their sound, by their feel, by the words, by the graphics used. So definitely vintage patterns. This is a lace pocket. I can't remember if I bought lace at a thrift store or if this came in a swap, but this is like just, it's not even a pocket. It's just like a lace wallet cover almost, but it's really nothing. It could be like a flip up in a journal or a page in a journal, because you could sew it in right there. But it inspires me because it's beautiful, it's textural, and I just love it, and it's unique. So this inspires me. Paper bags, different colors, different sizes, they always inspire me. And vellum. That's the page type items that always inspire me. They're a little different. You may have different ones. Now, other things inspire me, and this isn't a fall-centered, winter-centered, anything. It's just a generic one. If you wanted to separate them into seasons or have a season inspirational journal box, whatever, that would be cool, because then you could go, that's always a possibility. But honestly, I get inspired by everything all the time, so I don't separate mine into categories like seasons or colors or, textures. I don't. I just, depending on size and what it is, that's kind of how I fit them in spaces. And something that really inspires me are types of stickers, colors, patterns, and this pretty much has it all. Color, pattern, shapes like leaves, shapes like pumpkins. This is felt, so it's also a textural inspiration. Game pieces can inspire me. This one's all fall related, but it doesn't have to be. Wooden shapes, buttons. Okay. Paper clips. Paper clips can be very inspiring now, because they're not just boring paper clips anymore. One, you can have regular paper clips that are different sizes and different colors. Those are inspiring. Now we have all the different shapes of paper clips, finishes. Some are matte and kind of feel like they have a coating. This one's shiny. You know, we have different shapes. We have recognizable shapes like that teardrop. We also have recognizable shapes like a hanger or squares. Or we can just have unusual shapes like that one. So paper clips now are very inspiring to me. Definitely colors. And it can be multiple colors of the same shade or different colors. So color. Also decorations in your space, whether it's in your home, like a main room, if you have a creative space. I have a lot of decor items that are, stuffed animals. They're very inspiring by their shape, by their color, by what they are if they're a specific thing. My clothes can be very inspiring. How many of you have a very comfortable outfit that maybe inspires you to read a book or to cook something really warm and really tasty, or to bake cookies? See, that's inspiring you. Maybe not to create paper creations, but it's inspiring you. Maybe you have makeup that inspires you, or you have a look you like to do that inspires you to be creative in other ways. Jewelry. Maybe you have some fun pieces that are fun and funky, and the pattern, the shape, the colors inspire you. Maybe you have shoes that inspire you. Maybe your spouse or your significant other or your children or your pets inspire you. Maybe your community inspires you. Maybe you go to an art museum or to the library or to a fast food restaurant, and you get inspired by a napkin or the packaging for your burger or their menu or their decor in the restaurant. We can be inspired by anything, and you just have to open yourself up to accept it and not limit yourself to, I can only be inspired by tags and paper products. I can't be inspired by anything out of this box. And that's not true. Don't be afraid to, just look around, breathe in deeply, and be inspired. Nature, rocks, dirt, bugs, clouds, the breeze on your face, the sun, the feel of rain, the sound of rain. Don't shut out sounds either. Sounds can be very inspiring. The binding, we talked about the binding. The binding is also inspirational. And maybe you're inspired to do the pamphlet stitch for one journal, but you do another journal and you're like, that doesn't inspire me in this journal. Different ways of doing things. Maybe you folded all your pages in half and you had the multiple different sizes, but you folded them all like this, and that was great for the journal you were working on. But the next journal, you're like, this journal just doesn't feel like a regular flip the page journal. So create pages. So inspirational pages, besides being different types, different sizes, different textures, will also be folded differently, because folds can inspire you. Like I said, you may be doing a journal and you may be about to sew it up, and one, the pamphlet stitch doesn't go, and two, having all the pages just fold in half, you're not really feeling it for that journal. You're being inspired to go look for a different way to present your pages. Then you need to put a page in your inspiration binder that talked to you that day. Maybe it's a triple fold out. Maybe it's one folded up halfway horizontally and then folded again. You know, who knows? But all these ideas need to be kept, because if you're like me, life gets in the way and sometimes you forget something. And again, I love this journal. It was pre-made. I bought it. It's coming really handy to put all these ideas in here. But all the ideas won't work in here because I can't add pages. It's sewn together. You know, it's an altered book. It's sewn in there. I don't want to take it apart. So what do? That's why I keep saying the binder, the 3-ring binder, because you can put all sorts of different stuff in there. If you get a 3-inch one, it's a big thing too. You could even put pockets in there with buttons and, you know, the zipper pockets for pens and pencils. You could put pens and pencils because they may inspire you. You could put buttons, jewels. You could put your jewels in there. You could put pens, pencils, buttons. You could put a number of things. So the 3-ring binder is an excellent way to keep items that inspire you together with pages or folds or textures that inspire you as well. You could also, if you wanted to keep some, you know, fabrics in there, sampling swatches of fabrics, you could get a Ziploc, you could get a Ziploc bag and put it in there. You could add the hole protectors and then poke holes through them and put that. That will keep your bag from ripping, but it flips like a page. There's all these ways that you can create inspirational journals using all the different inspirations you have. Now, what about color paints? Swatch them. What about makeup? Take a photo of the look, if it's a look. Swatch it if it's an eyeshadow. Okay. What if it's an outfit? Take a photo. You know, there's a lot of ways to capture what inspires you and to keep it in an inspirational journal. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this inspirational video. If you did, be sure and give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget, hit that subscribe button with that little bell. We'll be back on Wednesday with a bonus video. And remember, our Wednesday videos are geared more towards art. And on Friday, we'll be back with another creative inspiration video for you. Guys, have an amazing week. Hang in there. It's only Monday, but we'll get through this week as well. Take care. And remember, let's get 7 more subscribers by the end of the week, please. We're at 693. I'd love to hit 700 by Friday. If you watch all the time and you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe bell with that little bell. Also, down below, tell me what has inspired you the most. And it doesn't have to be in journals. What inspires you the most, gets you up, gets you going, and just makes you happy. I'll see you on Wednesday, guys. Bye.